welcome. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this very clear without extra emotions at this time. So I have some updates what's going on right now in Ukraine, specifically in Kiev. Things are getting a lot worse, a lot more dangerous, and I have a message for you. If you are my subscriber, because you have been listening for relationship advice, maybe you are engaged or you have your fiance, your wife in Ukraine somehow. Yes, it looks worse and worse and worse and worse. Kiev is about to get completely surrounded by all these forces. So I just want to ask you, do anything and everything to get her out of Ukraine. This is the only way you can be sure that she'll be saved. The ways to do it is either going to Lviv, which is Polish border, is pretty awful, but it's worth to save the life. Hungary, Germany just released that they accept refugees, and also America accepting refugees from Ukraine officially. So call your lawyer, call anybody you can, and she just has to get on a train. If you have somebody there, if you have, especially, most of you have your fiance, the woman you are in a relationship with, get her to go convince her. It's very scary at the train station, guys. There are thousands and thousands of people, nobody thought about evacuation, uh, with all these lies that, oh, we're not going to touch civilians. It's impossible not to touch civilians, not to hurt them, but it looks like that's part of the plan, to hurt and destroy people mentally, spiritually, and physically first. Of course, it all comes uh together, right? So it's better to be squeezed in a train. It's better to have 15 people in a train. It's better to ride on the top of the train. It's better to do whatever than stay. And I'm just absolutely terrified because you guys may or may not know it, but this tyrant sent out thousands of Chechens to Ukraine. And I warned you before, guys, I'm not gonna have any filters anymore. It's not time to sugarcoat. These people are not people. They're not human. These people are animals. To get killed by a Chechen, it's a blessing. Because usually before they kill you, they torture you, they cut your organs, they rape you, they make sure that you suffer. If you're a beautiful woman, they violently rape you, and they enjoy that. That's why this coward, tyrant, and Hitler of modern times have not thought about anything better than knowing that people are defenseless and unarmed, the regular people. He decided to call his old friend and make sure that they are coming. They are right now surrounding Kiev, and they are standing in a very long multi-kilometer line. So I'm begging you, a lot of you guys had reached out to me and say, I feel helpless, I feel helpless. Don't feel helpless. Convince her to get on the train. As I said, Germany is offering a lot of things, so as Poland, so as Hungary. It doesn't matter where she goes, as long as she lives, especially Kyiv right now. It may not be a possibility to leave it after a day or two. Things are getting worse, guys. Things are getting worse and worse and worse. Excuse me, I have a friend that I'm heartbroken. I cannot convince her to leave, and I just know that they're gonna go to houses, they have guns, they're gonna rob and rape, especially women, they're gonna torture the children. Those people, and I don't care about anybody sensitive here. I just don't give a crap about it. Those people will do everything to make sure you suffer the most. They were raised, they're extreme Islamic people. They were raised to get into to be in a war. They were raised to know that if they get killed, it's no big deal. They go to see Allah. So it's great if you die. They don't care, and they have special pleasure torturing Christian people. They have special pleasure torturing us. And once again, I'm gonna block you if you. I have to block so many people right now. It's amazing. But I just want to tell you, those of you guys who keep reaching out to me and asking and crying, she doesn't need your tears. She doesn't need none of that. You have to make sure that she gets on that train. Now, I will see. I'm gonna try to post information, but a lot of Ukrainians already have this information. There is a large number of organizations that are helping. They are volunteer organization. They are helping you to get to the they either meet you at the border or they assist you to get to the train station in the morning and afternoon hours. Okay. There are many slowly everybody's starting to help. So there is many organizations right now that are helping people to get to cross Ukrainian border. I just want to tell you, a lot of women are afraid. A lot of women are truly afraid to do this. But it's a question of life and death. It is a question of life and death. I just know, I remember the Chechen war. I mean, I tried to stay away from it, but they could not stop it. It was one of the worst wars. They I don't think I need to continue on that one. Let's see. Aneta, so you are in Poland and you said 600,000 Ukrainian refugees. You know, Aneta, I understand. It's better to be a refugee and find a way from there. You can keep moving. You can go to Germany from there. You can go to Hungary. It's better to be a refugee in rough conditions than being dead. I just want to say, if you'd like to add something to, if you want to send me some more details or share some more details, please go ahead. I know Poland is not the best in a way, but Germany just opened its borders for Ukrainians. Germany just came out with a 3 months to up to 3 years plan for the refugees. God, what the hell is this? So I just want you to I just want you guys to understand that this is gonna be brutal. The food is ending. I want to thank you guys so much, those of you who had donated. I'm gonna post a few pictures today with the food that a friend of mine got today for everybody. You know, she basically risked her life to go to the store, but there are no new supplies are coming of food, medication, nothing. So it's pretty scary. And people, I mean, the chance of survival is slim to none, I'm just gonna say. And it sounds like it's truly true genocide, because there is no green corridor. You know, when they give you a green line where civilians people can live, they're not doing it. They had just burn villages to the ground, and they did not let civil people to leave. I just want you to understand. So I have been sending money so far for the groceries, but right now I'm gonna be sending money to those people who are leaving. They don't have anything. They can't take no clothes with them. There is no places for bags or anything. You can if you want to get on the train, you basically, it's you, maybe, you know, if you have a child, there is no place for luggage or anything. You're just you and your documents. So I would like to say that I'm still collecting efforts, and I want to ask you again, if you consider to help, use my PayPal campaign link for donations. I'm gonna be posting some receipts. I'm gonna be posting some pictures. You know, it's hard for me to ask even for people to take a picture. I just wanted to understand it. It's they got another I have a picture of the produce we got and some other things, and I showed you yesterday, guys, who I'm working with to help. But even then, people are on the verge of insanity, and that really kills me. That one of my best friends that does not want to leave. I cried, um, I panicked, and I mean, I can see where this is going. We had this happening uh, before I was born, but I know where this is going. I think it's not hard to see. So um, one of my best and dearest friends, basically my sister, she just does not want to go. She's not used to travel, and I mean, this is not travel, but she's not used to um moving. A lot of people are not comfortable to just jump somewhere, but because they're afraid of what's going to happen. But in my head is, how is that people, I understand, I'm not comparing, it's I understand it's easy for us to judge, but when I see the danger, I don't care about comfort. If there is war somewhere and you're going somewhere when there is no war, to me that's convincing. A lot of people, they are attached to their homes, to their dogs, they are attached to their relatives. But I think first is a mother and a child, period. A mother and a child. They don't let men to cross the border anyway, for a reason, right? So anyway, guys, I don't want to make this one too long, but I want to tell you thank you. I'm sorry that I'm such a, when I'm in this condition, it helps me at least to talk, so I don't get overly emotional when I'm in this mode of just very, I don't know how to even call this, but I just want to tell you that it is important to do anything it takes to get you out of there, out of Ukraine. Especially if she doesn't have children, it's not even a question. When you have children, it is hard to stand there on a border or try to get into a train. But it's harder to see your child starving and dying, and you watching and you can do nothing. I am devastated, but I think that everybody should take their own decision. Absolutely, I agree with that. But the thing is, I don't think with all those people and all that military surrounding Kiev, I don't think they'll be able to leave anytime soon. After maybe a day or two, I don't think they'll be able to leave. I don't think so. Because they're doing very cruel things. They do not allow people to get things for survival. Things are finishing in the store, guys. So I told you before that sending humanitarian help is too long, but a lot of people here in Ukrainian community do send humanitarian parcels with food, because the food is finishing. Nobody delivers fresh food right now. There is only leftovers. There is just a leftovers of medication, leftovers of food. So eventually, sooner than later, it will be done. I send some support with your help to few families, and they got very leftover, I mean, they got non-perishable things that will hold them, but it's pretty much the last of it. So I will still try to send money for the food, but a lot of your money, a lot of your donations are going to go to help people to escape. If she afraid the thing is, they're not touching Lviv area and Ivano-Frankivsk, like west of Ukraine, as much, but they also there are also sirens, because I know for a fact there are also sirens going on. It's not safe anywhere in Ukraine right now. It's a bit safer on the west. So if you know somebody, and I mean, if that's your woman, make sure that she at least gets there. But in Kiev, it's gonna be, guys, it's gonna be a fight. Like we say in Russian, not for life, but for death. And I know when people have guns, they feel power. They're gonna knock on doors and rape women and kill and rob. I just know it because that's what happened before, and that's what happens when you give people power and there is no control. They really want to. They really want us to give up. They want us to cease to exist. They want Ukrainians to get on their knees, and they basically, uh, he doesn't want to. Putler does not want Ukrainian have its own government, its own ideas. They want to replace it with somebody that he has. And that's why our Ukrainian president is a huge target. I listened to some of his interviews and some materials and things that he was saying. It was hard to listen to, but I just want to understand more. And yeah, he basically, this war is not even, Ukraine is going to suffer, but this war is not even about Ukraine, you know. This war about showing United States that he won't allow NATO close to his borders, and shows, even though NATO had never attacked Russia, tell me if I'm wrong, I don't remember NATO threatening or attacking Russia so far, but he wants to show that he is a king, you know, and meanwhile our country gets torn apart and demolished. Ukraine had dared to go for democracy. Ukraine had dared to speak out the truth. Ukraine had dared to fight for the truth. And I was myself somewhat more on a not pro-Russian side, but you know, a lot of us mixed up. You know, my parents are, you know, my mom is Russian basically ethnically, right? So as most of Ukrainians, we are all mixed up. I never liked too much of any kind of nationalistic movements. I never liked being too proud of your nationality in a way that you put down other nationalities or show how you're better, how you are more superior to others. I've never liked that. So, you know, when some Ukrainian people would say nasty people about Russian people, or I've never liked that. I would always stay away. I didn't like some extreme movements in Ukraine as well. We do have that issue, but it has nothing to do with entire demolishing the country, right? It has nothing to do with that, with just ruining it to the ground. I feel right now that their goal is to make sure that Ukraine is no longer. Because if they would care about civilians, they would give people something. They would make better efforts for people to escape. One of the reasons why people are afraid to go on a train is because there is nothing. It's very hard. It's very hard to get on that train. Personally, I don't care as a mother if you have to sell your soul to devil. I don't care what you should do. You gotta, if you have a child, you gotta get on the damn train. You absolutely have to, you know. And it's possible. It's possible. When you know you can, you will. You will have somebody seeing you, you know. It's weird to say, but 80 years ago or so, oh gosh, sorry. My grandmother's sister, when World War II had started, they were also on a train. And she was a very beautiful woman, and they were Jewish. And so they were on a train going right to the Nazis' hands. And there was that officer standing there, and he noticed her. And he said, ma'am, where do you think you're going? And she said, oh, we are going to Nalchik. He said, you're going right into the Nazis' hands. And so my grandmother held my 3.5-year-old father and she jumped from the moving train. She decided if he dies, she can't live. If she dies, he won't survive. So she held him tight and she jumped from just to from the open door, both of them, and they survived, and so as her sisters. But that one sister, you know, because still, even in the times of war, people are still people, you know. That officer in the uniform, he saw her, and he just felt something human in him for a second, and he just told her where they are going. So you need to believe, you need to understand, we have very high survival. We are not new to challenges. We have a very high survival rate. We are very resilient as a nation, very resilient. So if I could, I would help everybody who reach out to me. If I would go sell things I have, you know, from my house, whatever, just to help people to get to the train. So guys, we are, as always, going a little bit over my time. I just want to tell you, I am suffering together with everybody. I want you to know that do what you can, convince her to leave, because it's getting worse, especially in my native city. It's really crazy. I feel like I cried all my tears, and now I just feel numb at this moment. It's really weird. I feel slightly insane. Yep. I'm sure that many people feel like it when you just cried it all out and you just like a robot. Lance, thank you so much for your generous contribution to my campaigns. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you so much for your donation. I deeply appreciate. Hopefully we can get somebody out of there. Yeah, they destroy everything, our cultural things, but first of all, people. Yes, Aneta, I'm right about Chechens, and you know, people can call me whatever. Those people are dogs. Okay, they are animals. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. Yes, it's very hard to do this. Hey guys, can you post again my link to my campaign? Guys, I'm so deeply touched. I see you all, and I'm gonna try to thank you, everybody in person who had donated. There are some anonymous, and I just want to say, if you want to donate and support my survival of Ukrainian people campaign, I would love to see your name if you don't mind. I respect your rule of privacy, but I would love to see your name. And also, if you want to leave a note, please leave a note. If you have a message, if you want to say something, please. I read some of the messages, and it just really, you know, guys, every little detail of attention really helps us right now to restore our faith in humanity, you know. And our faith in humanity need to be restored. We all have been in extreme pain, all of us. So thank you. And the reason why I want to see your name, it just really warms my heart, you know. It gives me inspiration to keep going, you know. It really does. A lot of you I know, some, and even when I see people I don't know, I'm just, you know, each name I see inside of me, I send the God bless you message, you know. I really sit with it, with everyone, because I'm not an organization. I'm not trying to get millions or anything like that, but I'm just trying to do what I can. You know, I love this rule. Do what you can where you are with what you have. When I feel signs of madness, I tell myself this again: do what you can where you are with what you have. And I've learned with this horrific situations that I do have friends. I do have people who are looking out, not just for this channel or for myself, but people who are looking out and care for people in Ukraine they don't even know. So that really that really keeps me going. So thank you so much. Thank you so, so, so much. You know, it kills me when people talk about dogs and cats. It's like, okay, sometimes you need to make a hard choice. You know, my mother was hopping on the train and she's like, I can't leave my cat. I have no comments on that. Yeah, men cannot live. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna keep you updated. Right now we're still getting food. Right now we are trying to put a little bit of money um to everybody who we can help, but the thing is the supplies are getting really tight. So guys, soon enough, unless the person is leaving through the border, the money won't even help them, because you cannot get cash. And once again, uh supplies are pretty much ending. There are bare shelves in the stores. Yeah, we're still finding things, but shortly it will be over. So can you imagine, even money won't help after a while. That's why I started sending, so my campaign is still going on. I did decide not to withdraw anything. I'm just doing it myself at the moment. So we can collect what we can collect, we can help who we can help. And but I realize I don't have to wait till my campaign is over. I can start doing it now, and every little bit helps. I want to say my wonderful friend Vera today, she really didn't feel like taking a picture, but her and her husband, they went out, they bought groceries, and then just passed them out on the street. They just gave them to elderly. Most women and children had left where they are, so they just bought groceries. I have a picture of the groceries that they bought, and they just passed out. You know, were passing them out on the street, and it's funny because people did not want to take. They could not believe that somebody could just come to them and offer them free groceries. She told me that all those babushkas, they just didn't they didn't want to take it, not because they don't need it, but they just didn't want to take it. Like, why? She had to convince them to take them, but they were very touched. And also I reached out to a few people that I know and offered them help, just to help them financially, because I know that they are struggling. And you know what, you will never guess, a lot of them told me, you know, I have enough for next week, or I have enough for 2 weeks, I am good, please help somebody who really needs it. Yeah, that left me speechless as well. I have enough for, you know, a little bit, help somebody else. But I did explain that they would be better at helping somebody else, because I'm not there. So they reached out to me and said, you know what, okay, we found this and that. You can send your money here, or, you know, I will help you. It's amazing to me that nobody's trying to take advantage, that somebody is offering them a little bit of free support. It's amazing to me. People are really people are really taking this seriously, and they want those who are truly struggling to get help first. So I'm speechless. I'm learning so much about humanity. I'm learning negative things too, but I just trying to look at the positive things. So, and I've just discovering a lot of inspiring things as well. It's just, you know, most of us are heavily wounded right now, so it's just kind of hard to, you know, It's kind of hard to keep a balance, but we're gonna try. You know, I told to my friend today that they are holding on over there. I had nobody calling me and hysterically crying. They are holding on over there. It means that we need to hold ourselves here. And yes, Joseph, are you still here? You absolutely need to convince her to go at least to Lviv. At least. Um, guys, the situation is once again, shelter is from bombing, but there are Chechens coming. All these horrific people. I'm gonna say this again and again. They do horrific things. I don't want to repeat that. They will be attacking and hurting people. It's a huge risk. Oh, she's in Lviv? Okay, well, at least she's in Lviv. It's better as of now. We don't know. We don't know. But at least it's better. It is safer as of now. I know American embassy left to Lviv as well. Kind of like rats. Because they left first. Like 2 weeks ago, they left all of a sudden. We are moving to Lviv, you know, without any explanation. Which everybody should have gotten a hint what is actually going on. So, but if she, you know, she's single, she doesn't have kids. She could stay for 4 days, try to make it through. You know, they have some tents in there too. I don't know. It's everybody's decisions. I'm not trying to tell what people need to do, but I'm just warning you, because I'm from there. I just say this, and I know when things go down, things go down. Yeah, they're trying to surround many places right now. Anyway, guys, thank you. If you can help in any size, shape, or form, if you found orphanage organization, I'm gonna post on community section and maybe my Facebook page as well some official places if you'd like, if you prefer that. Whatever, try to do something, whatever is comfortable for you, try to help if you can. And I deeply appreciate everybody who was able to contribute to my personal campaign, because it does give us purpose and sense that we are doing something. When it comes to human lives, there is no such a thing as a small thing. When it comes to life of a human being, that's it. That's it for today. I'm trying to force myself to function and do things, but it's very difficult. Hey John, are you still here? I saw you. John, hi. Thank you so much for your second contribution, donation. I am helping somebody right now. We can talk sometime. I don't have your number right now, but I left you mine. Yes, thank you so much for the extra help. You know, your message also, your message really touched my heart, and I feel like I'm not just wasting everybody's time. So thank you for your feedback and for your very generous, heartfelt support. We are trying to send some money to some people today, but it's getting a bit slower. I think a lot of people are sending money, but we're gonna get it done. So I want to remind you again that while you're in Ukraine, money are becoming not as much help as it used to be, as there are huge shortages on just about everything, and there is no fuel. You know, they tell you evacuate, and there is no fuel. You know, I mean, what can be more cruel than this? I don't know. But money are again of huge help because we send them on people's cards. So if they have to run and they only have themselves and their documents, hopefully, and their cards, you can get money in ATM in Kiev, but you still can't get money from ATM in Lviv. But at the same time, if you take money in Grivna and then she decides, because she hits the fence in Lviv. She doesn't want to go with Grivna somewhere. So money on the card are still money. And again, if you go abroad, you can use those funds. If you withdraw all of your money and you have them in Grivna, then you can use Grivna in Poland or Germany. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they will have something, but it will be a lot of problems, right? Because it's not a popular currency. Anyway, my dear friends, if you got anything of this video, please convince your loved ones, your friends, your fiance, but I mean, especially the woman you're with, convince her to go to a safer place in Ukraine, or better yet, to get on the train. You realize, guys, once again, being uncomfortable, being scooched, being hungry, being tired is still a lot better than being tortured and being dead. I understand the inconvenience. I grew up there. I grew up there and saw a few things, but I understand the pain. I understand the inconvenience. But what about the pain of regret when you lose, when somebody throw bomb, rocket, stone, Molotov cocktail in your child? What could be more painful than that? Nothing. Nothing. When you can't protect your child, it's worse than death. I think death is better than watching your child being tortured. And once again, I feel in their spirit that their spirit right now is to destroy us. Not just physically, not just our culture, not just things that are visible, but destroy our spirit, so we give up and we give in and we put their government and live by their rules. They want to break Ukrainian people and people who live in Ukraine in general, just to the point where nothing left. But we're not gonna let that happen. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. I am gonna try to say thank you, to maybe make a special video to say thank you, read your names for those people who have been generously donating and saving lives at this point. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will put the information in the first comment under this video. It's my personal PayPal link, but I will also post in the community section other places for help, volunteering, the volunteers that helping people to get abroad and helping them once they get abroad. Maybe a couple more companies that do donation links. Guys, you can Google, they have on Facebook, everywhere they have a lot of organizations that donate to Ukraine. But my thing, I want to do a little, but I will not do it now to particular people. So it's so we feel like we are doing something and not just wasting our time, and everything we do, that it has a meaning, right? It's really important in this time for me to hold on, to just even wake up in the morning, to have a meaning, to have some purpose. And I'm sure that a lot of you feel the same. So thank you so much, guys. I never thought that spring will start like this, but it did. I will read all of your comments, guys, once the chat uploads, okay? And I will respond or comment under the video. If I didn't respond to your comment under the video. I will respond to you, okay? Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Elizabeth, thank you for the link. I'll explain you later. I just have phone numbers for people to call. Yeah, please tell your friend to go. There is nothing worse than what's going on right now. I really don't understand, how is the power of unknown in a civilized country with no war is scarier that power, that known coming much worse, familiar, but hell. I'm learning that familiar hell for some people are better than a new opportunity. There are so many countries are helping, but you need to cross the borders. There are so many programs right now. I have a friend right now, she's staying in different hotels in Hungary and they don't charge her. She showed her Ukrainian passport and they have some rooms for Ukrainian people. Like the whole world is trying to help Ukraine right now. And if you know somebody, guys, Elizabeth, if your friend needs help, if she needs some cash on her card so that she will feel better to leave, let me know. Give me her card. Send me her info. We are collecting money every day, and I will send her, what she needs to start, what she needs to get out to get on that train. Please tell her that. Send me her privat. We have a bit of a hiccup today, but we are working on it. I know it's gonna be sent, but I'm also discovering new apps, new applications as well that can work. So please, it's real. So if she needs help, if she feels bad, maybe she has only 1,000 green on her account, we I'll be more than happy to help a particular person. That's my mission. Some organizations have millions of dollars. I have something that can help some people that know this channel. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I have to go, I'm late, but people will understand why. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for your support. um we're gonna we're gonna do everything we can, but don't let them to get scared because of the crowds at the train station. I understand it's hard to get in, but you know how sometimes it's impossible and it still happens? I had so many experiences when things looked impossible and they still happen. You gotta try. You gotta try. People need to save their lives. We have only one. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you.